To comprehend the Oslo Accords, we must first set the stage. Picture the world in the late 20th century. It was a time of seismic shifts in the global political landscape, with old powers falling and new ones rising. In this maelstrom of change, one issue remained constant: the Israel-Palestine conflict. The urgency for a resolution was palpable, as the world watched, waited, and hoped. The late 20th century witnessed a shifting political landscape, and amid the turmoil, the need for a resolution to the Israel-Palestine conflict became increasingly urgent. Picture the historic moment in 1993 when the Oslo Accords were signed on the White House lawn. This wasn't just any agreement. Against a backdrop of decades-long conflict, it marked a significant turning point: the first direct negotiations between Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization, or the PLO. It felt like a breath of fresh air in a long, stifling standoff. The world watched with bated breath as these two adversaries sat across the table, not to wage war but to find a path to peace. It was a moment that held promise, that held the potential for change. This groundbreaking agreement sparked a glimmer of hope for a peaceful coexistence. Let's break down the Oslo Accords from the Declaration of Principles to the establishment of the Palestinian Authority. The Accords, signed in the early 90s, signaled a shift toward a more structured and diplomatic approach to resolving the Israel-Palestine conflict. The Declaration of Principles, the first part of the Accords, set the foundation for further negotiations. It proposed a 5-year transitional period during which the Palestinian Authority would be established and Israel would withdraw from parts of the Gaza Strip and West Bank. The Accords also aimed to tackle contentious issues, although not all were addressed immediately. Questions of borders, refugees, and the status of Jerusalem were left for later negotiations. The goal was to create an environment that fostered dialogue and compromise, allowing for these complex issues to be addressed in a phased manner. The Accords outlined a phased approach, addressing contentious issues such as borders, refugees, and the status of Jerusalem. As the Oslo process unfolded, it faced numerous challenges. The path to peace was marred with political opposition, not only from outside forces but also from within both Israel and Palestine. Violent outbreaks only served to further complicate the process, adding fuel to the already blazing fire of dissent. The assassination of Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin in 1995 sent shockwaves through the process, adding a tragic layer to an already complex narrative. The journey towards peace was far from smooth. Reflecting on the legacy of the Oslo Accords, we see a mixed bag of achievements and setbacks. The establishment of the Palestinian Authority, withdrawal of Israeli forces from parts of the West Bank, and the continued quest for a two-state solution shaped the contemporary landscape.